Big Brother, Vince in tears about extreme happiness to Morgan. Inside the world of reality television, where drama, emotions, and unexpected twists define the journey, few moments manage to capture hearts the way raw, unfiltered confessions do. The recent emotional turn on Big Brother showcased one of the most heartfelt and genuine revelations from Vince, a contestant who has been at the center of speculation, alliances, and friendship arcs throughout the season. This time, however, Vince's vulnerability wasn't about strategy or competition. It was about happiness, gratitude, and his deep connection with Morgan. For weeks, fans and housemates alike watched the chemistry between Vince and Morgan unfold, but no one quite anticipated the overwhelming outpouring of emotion that would take place, leaving Vince in tears as he expressed his extreme happiness because of Morgan. An emotional turning point in the game. The Big Brother house has always been a pressure cooker of emotions. Contestants are pushed to their limits, living under constant surveillance while juggling friendships, rivalries, and personal struggles. Vince, who entered the competition with a calm and steady persona, had long been seen as a strong competitor who rarely let his emotions take center stage. That image shifted when Morgan entered his orbit. The relationship between Vince and Morgan began as casual camaraderie. They exchanged witty banter, lighthearted jokes, and offered support during stressful challenges. Yet as days turned into weeks, it was clear that Vince's feelings went deeper than surface-level companionship. His confession on camera, paired with the tears that followed, marked an undeniable shift in his journey on the show. For Vince, the tears were not about sadness or fear of elimination. Instead, they represented sheer gratitude and joy, a moment of uncontainable happiness because of the bond he shares with Morgan. Vince's vulnerability captures hearts. In a house filled with strategizing and gameplay, vulnerability often becomes rare currency. Contestants are reluctant to show too much emotion, fearing it might weaken their position or give others leverage. But Vince chose authenticity over restraint. His confession came during a quiet evening when the group was winding down after a long day. Sitting with Morgan in the corner of the lounge, Vince's eyes began to glisten as he tried to put words to his feelings. Moments later, tears rolled down his cheeks, stunning Morgan and the other housemates nearby. "I'm just so happy," Vince managed to say, his voice cracking. "You've made this experience something I'll never forget. Every day, I wake up thankful that you're here. I don't think I could have imagined feeling this kind of happiness in a place like this." The words struck not only Morgan, but also the audience watching from afar. It was rare to see a contestant express unfiltered joy rather than anxiety, frustration, or stress. Vince's tears weren't about defeat, they were about love, gratitude, and connection. Morgan's reaction. Morgan, often composed and level-headed, was visibly moved by Vince's confession. Though she initially appeared surprised, she quickly reached out, holding Vince's hand and offering comfort. Her smile radiated warmth as she listened to his words, making the moment even more heartfelt. For Morgan, the revelation reinforced the depth of their bond. While the two had already shared countless late-night conversations, inside jokes, and moments of mutual support, Vince's tearful expression of happiness underscored just how much their connection had grown beyond the confines of the game. "I'm really glad you feel that way," Morgan told him softly. "This place is hard, and we've all had our moments of struggle. But having you here makes it better for me too. I don't know what I would do without you." The exchange solidified what many fans had long suspected, that Vince and Morgan's relationship was evolving into something extraordinary, one rooted in genuine care and mutual respect. The house reacts. Other housemates couldn't help but notice the emotional scene. Some smiled knowingly, whispering about how the bond between Vince and Morgan had grown more obvious with each passing week. Others appeared contemplative, perhaps reassessing their own connections inside the house. In the competitive environment of Big Brother, moments of vulnerability often ripple through the entire group. For some contestants, Vince's tears served as a reminder that the experience is not only about winning challenges and avoiding eviction, but also about building authentic human relationships. Several housemates later admitted in private conversations that they admired Vince's courage to show such raw emotion. While gameplay often demands strength and control, Vince's decision to let down his guard struck many as an act of bravery rather than weakness. Fans react to Vince's tears. Outside the house, the audience was just as captivated. Viewers quickly took to social media to share their reactions to the emotional scene. Many praised Vince for embracing his feelings, describing the moment as one of the most authentic in the season. Some fans even declared it a defining highlight of the show's history. For weeks, speculation had swirled around Vince and Morgan, with fans debating whether their connection was strategic or genuine. Vince's tears appeared to answer that question once and for all. The happiness he expressed could not be faked, and it resonated with viewers who often yearn for authenticity amid the staged chaos of reality TV. Happiness in a high-pressure environment. The intensity of the Big Brother house often makes emotions magnified. Simple gestures, sharing food, offering comfort, or giving encouragement become lifelines in an otherwise isolating environment. Vince's tears of happiness highlighted how even in high-pressure scenarios, human connection remains the most powerful force of all. Psychologists often note that happiness in stressful environments feels more potent because it stands in contrast to constant tension. Vince's gratitude toward Morgan wasn't just about companionship, it was about finding light in a place often defined by shadows. His tears reflected the relief of knowing that amid constant strategy and competition, there was someone who made him feel safe, valued, and joyful. The growing bond between Vince and Morgan. Throughout the season, Vince and Morgan's bond has been carefully observed by fans. From cooking meals together to late-night strategy talks, their interactions have grown deeper over time. While some initially dismissed their closeness as a tactical alliance, Vince's emotional outpouring proved that the connection was far more personal. Morgan has been equally supportive of Vince, often encouraging him during competitions and cheering him on when he doubted himself. Their partnership, whether romantic or deeply platonic, has become a cornerstone of the season's narrative. Emotional honesty as strength. In many reality shows, tears are associated with stress or manipulation. However, Vince's moment of extreme happiness flipped that perception. Rather than crying from defeat, he cried from fulfillment. Rather than breaking down under pressure, he broke open in joy.